Hi, this is Farouk. Welcome to the Sensibility Podcast. Today we chat about our digital footprint. We leave footprints online wherever we go, and this happens in the form of status updates, tweets, comments on social media platforms, pictures we upload, even the things we search for are recorded. When you add this to the music and video we stream, the pages we like and people we follow, the places we navigate to, pieced together, our footprints generate an extraordinary amount of data about ourselves, which is then synthesized and sold to companies who target us with adverts. On the surface, you might be forgiven for asking what the problem is. Wouldn't that be nice, to see adverts about the things we like? Well, there's no problem per se. Companies like Facebook and Google have built empires around a business model where their customers are actually their products. But when this data falls into the wrong hands, we have a huge problem with respect to identity theft, fraud, and unfair discrimination. So where to start? To begin with, we need to understand that nothing is free, especially games and the silly apps we install on our smartphones. As a policy, I don't use any so-called free apps, which have been known to send things like our contact lists back to the developers, record our location, and even apps like Uber and Facebook are guilty of doing this. Some of these apps also drain the phone battery and deplete our data. So there are a few things we can do to prevent this from happening. Most phones have privacy settings, which allow us to flip switches that turn things on and off. For example, why grant a game access to your contact list? But if you're using WhatsApp, you may want to allow WhatsApp access to your contact list, so you can see who you're talking to rather than just communicate with a phone number. I would check which apps on your phone have access to your location, your microphone, camera, and GPS, and then adjust where necessary. You may also want to check which apps have access to the internet. For example, you might install a mapping app. To function, it needs to know where you are, so you'd grant the mapping app access to your location, but there's no need to share a list of all your contact details with the app. I would consider two additional measures to protect your privacy. Firstly, and this should be common sense, be careful of what you say and do online. Don't attract attention to yourself by uploading pictures that reveal your location or car registration number, etc. It's okay to post a picture online and tag it to a location if you're on holiday to a specific tourist destination. But tagging your home or work address, I think, is not only silly but dangerous too. Secondly, just generally be organized. In my experience, I come across people who have thousands of messages in their inbox, WhatsApp conversations that date back years, and even more pictures on their phones. It's just a complete mess. And often when something goes wrong, the clutter makes it very difficult to try and fix and figure out what is actually wrong. I hope you found some of this useful. Remember to update your phone software. Updates bring security patches and new features. In the next episode, we look at ways to help you land the dream job. The pandemic and consequent lockdown have left many of us vulnerable and unemployed. I have a few ideas on how to approach organizations, help you stand out, and be more successful in your efforts. Until next time, take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too.